We are in this situation because from the point of journalists feeling intimidated, even in those days, and the point of deteriorating social conditions, i.e. their pay, i.e. caring for them by employers, it's not the best. So if honesty was overtaken by the lure of lust, do you have to blame the chap? Listen, it is not a justifiable thing to hang out your stomach and avoid principles, especially the ethics of your profession. But let's face it, sometimes for some of us, the difficulties are such that we will take a can of sardine and do the wrong thing. Now, this has gone on, and therefore, governments in, government out created their own press corps. These are our people to rely on. These are our enemies. And who had caused it? The press themselves. Give an example. At the beginning of the reign that has just ended, there was a letter signed by somebody ordering state side of the media, particularly, to change the people who gave coverage from the Flagstaff House. Some succumbed, others did not. But those who did not, for sure, were black booked. Now, the situation has deteriorated, regressed into a situation of where you have solid political parties in the media that sitting at the same desk with someone, you know that if you whispered, that person could misreport you and you are in trouble. So when they are talking about threats, journalists themselves have become the greatest dangers to themselves and among them because of the social situation and because of proprietors and employers not caring about their lives, not caring about their status. So the kind of intimidation and the social condition of journalists in the country then, as of now, began to take its toll on the people, whereby I believe, would regret to say this, that integrity was superseded by the stomach. And it had gone on until 1967 when the airways were opened. And indeed, it was not opened in the sense, it was opened in the sense that GBC, which had held this sole state monopoly, could also go commercial because there were commercial stations. Now, there wasn't much time for concentrating on what do you do about putting the two together. In the course of time, eventually, you began to realize politics taking over journalism in this country. And unfortunately, this is when I said you could trace the beginnings of what my friend Professor Kingsley termed as the stomach journalism occurred. And it's digressed into such a stupor in this country today, because of the state did not take care or its time to carefully survey the airways that they were opening to all comers. Broadcasting is not a picnic to be open to all comers. You really have to take your time to examine applications. But it had suddenly dawned on the politicians that it was a boon for them so they can spread the airways that they held control over with all their campaign and messages.